All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fork Over the Ring, where we all know the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And today we're going to make a true Southern classic, which is red beans and rice. Because sometimes the best way to impress someone with your cooking skills is to make them something that they're familiar with, that everyone loves, and it truly shows a labor of love. Because although this recipe is foolproof, and believe me, it does take a little time. So first thing I start off with are andouille sausages, and I cut mine up into small little cubes because I like to have a piece of meat in every bite. So I cube mine up pretty small, and I use pork, but again, if that's not something that you like, guys, as usual, feel free to substitute that with chicken or turkey or even a veggie sausage. So go ahead and cube those up. And after you cube that up, you want to go ahead and add a little bit of oil to the bottom of your pot. And you want to heat this oil up because what we're going to do is we're going to add our sausage to this in 1 second. And the purpose of adding the sausage to the oil first is you want to use the sausage to create your flavor base. So the pretty much the method for this recipe is just adding flavor every and anywhere we can. So with your sausage base being made, you're going to go ahead and release the oils, aroma, and fat really from this sausage that we're going to use in a minute to start to cook down our holy trinity, which is something that it's really known in the deep south, pretty much like Louisiana, the coast of Mississippi, those areas. And the holy trinity consists of green pepper, onion, and celery. So I use half of a large yellow onion. I use 1 full green pepper and about 2 stalks of celery. And you want to cook this for about 5 to 6 minutes, pretty much just until your onions are completely translucent. So you mix everything together really well to cover it all in oil, and you want to make sure that your onions are translucent. The next thing you're going to add is going to be your garlic. I add about 2 tablespoons of garlic because I just really love garlic. And again, you want to add this, you don't want to brown it. The next thing you're going to add are your seasonings. So I use about maybe half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of dried thyme, and then I add black pepper and adobe to seasoning. I don't add salt yet, I add it at the end. Say hi to my puppy crawling around. But I add my salt at the end because sometimes you really just don't need it. The next thing we're going to add are going to be our beans. Now, these are beans that I've been letting sit all morning. So I woke up early this morning. Before I went to the gym and work, I started soaking them. So now they're perfect. I went ahead, I added the beans, it's about 1.5 pounds maybe. And then you can use water, but I choose to use chicken broth. So I add 2 containers of chicken broth, again, because we want to find flavor from wherever we can find flavor. Go ahead and add this. This is perfect. And again, it kind of eliminates the need for a lot of salt. So you want to go ahead and start that process. The next thing I'm going to add is ham hock. I understand that's something, again, that's not popular by a lot of people because people don't eat pork really. So you can substitute that with a turkey neck or a turkey wing, a smoked turkey neck, and this is a smoked ham hock. So I go ahead and I add that and I bury it in the middle of my beans and my broth because I really want that flavor to be good. And then I add about 4 bay leaves. And guys, pretty much that's it. You're going to cover this up and cook it on medium to low heat for about 1.5 hours. It's going to simmer. You'll see it simmer just in a few seconds. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to add my salt because I did taste it to see what it was. Didn't need a lot of salt, so I went ahead and I added it here. And then you're going to see me take my spatula and I'm going to really smush in some of those beans on the side just to thicken it up a little bit. And then I'm going to fish out those bay leaves and this meal is really done. What you guys will see you saw in the beginning, you'll see in a little while. Red beans and rice are one of those things that they don't look delicious until you put them in your mouth. So I plate them with the rice in the middle. I top it with hot sauce and my little green onions. And then I go ahead and I add some sourdough bread because that pairs great together. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Please feel free to comment below and let me know what you think. Please share this with everyone you know. Let me know what you guys think. And if I can get to 500 subscribers, I would love to do a giveaway. So thank you guys so much. And my information on social media will be down below. Thanks again for watching. Bye.